gloves and the old Martinez way. With Koeman, it's a little bit more serious. I think he's a bit more scared of Ronald Koeman. Phil Jagielka said it midweek that they're all scared of him, so that would do it. Now, the referee is Billy Madley, and he's about to get us underway. Jack Wilshere stood over the ball, waiting to pass it to Andrew Surman. He's just waiting for the... call him Billy, though, don't they? Yeah, his name's Robert, but they call him Billy, apparently. And he blows his whistle, so we're off. Bournemouth at home, Vitality Stadium, Dean Court to everybody else, of course. Charlie Daniels has it, shoves it across the back to Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook gives it to Simon Francis and then gets it back again down this side. Barkley harries him down. Daniels is forced into a rush ball as well. That ball's played up front to Callum Wilson. Nice to see Wilson back in the starting lineup after such a season of injury last time out. Ashley Williams plays it back to Martin Stecklenburg in the Everton goal. The ball's pumped forward. We'll keep you abreast of everything that's going on up and down the country as well. As it's good work from Harry Archer in the middle of the park for Bournemouth. Takes it past Idrissa Gueye as though he wasn't there. Turns around, finds his man. Looks down to the left-hand side, and Jordan Ibe, former Liverpool man, links up well with Charlie Daniels. Daniels swings the ball across, but Jagielka's there for Everton. His clearance, though, Barkley slow on the ball again. He's rushed out of it by Andrew Surman. Ball comes across, heads go up, and wow, he wasn't far away from opening the goal. Callum Wilson just over the top of his head.
Yeah, it was a good break, wasn't it, from Bournemouth down this left-hand side. Charlie Daniels didn't really manage to get forward last week against City. He's managed to get forward more in this opening minute than he did in the full 90 last week. Excellent ball in from him, and Wilson got his head on the end of that. Just a little glance, just a little bit more on the header, and it would have been 1-0 Bournemouth.
Yeah, just headed wide, Callum Wilson. He's got a good scoring record. He was going great guns last year until he was struck down by injury. Not alone in the Bournemouth ranks. There was a few of them. Max Gradle was another one, and the left back Tyrone Mings, is it? I think it is. He was another one, not quite ready yet. As Idrissa Gueye finds Lukaku. Lukaku pushes it out wide to Yannick Bolasie. Bolasie with the ball back in. It's a decent one. Oh, and it's Barkley just letting go off his toe. I think a defender may have got ahead to it, but a really exciting start to the game at Dean Court. Junior Stanislas brings the ball away, pumps it up front. But that one just runs out of steam, goes all the way to Stecklenburg. But again, a great cross from the right from Bolasie. And Everton could well have been in front themselves.
Yeah, I can only assume a Bournemouth defender did get a nick on that with a head. Otherwise, Barkley would surely have taken that down first touch and banged it into the back of the net. If Bournemouth player didn't get a touch, then Barkley really should have been scoring there.
Yeah, we'll see when they do the replay. Of course, we're reliant on the broadcast off to studio-based commentary, but Barkley just didn't quite manage to get his foot on it. Daniels has it again for Bournemouth. He plays it back to Lewis Cook into the third minute, closing on to the fourth minute. Lewis Cook has it at the back for Bournemouth. He plays it alongside to Simon Francis. Francis finds his man in the midfield, eventually pushes it down the right-hand side towards Junior Stanislas. Stanislas it was who scored that great goal in the 3-3 between these two sides last season. It was the last-minute goal from Bournemouth to register a point against Everton. Great game, that one. Something similar this afternoon would be nice, as Everton have it down the left-hand side with Brian Oviedo, his first touch of the afternoon, I think. Gives it back to their new keeper, Stecklenburg. It looks as though he's got the job between the posts for good. He plays the ball forward, heads go up, Lukaku wins it, finds Bolasie on his right-hand side. Bolasie has a man overlapping down the right-hand side. It's Seamus Coleman. Instead he goes himself, pumps it towards Lukaku, but doesn't get it past Lewis Cook, first man there. It is a bright start, though. Everton swinging the ball about all over the place. Bournemouth only now have one way out to play. Haven't seen much of Jack Wilshere on the ball just yet. As Ross Barkley has it now. Cuts it inside to Gareth Barry. Barry looks for men all around him. It's hassled out of it by Wilshere, but he eventually finds Lukaku. Lukaku swings it back over onto the left-hand side, but It's clear, half cleared, then the ball's swung in. It's going to go. It's not going to go out for a throw in. It's going to be cleared by Charlie Daniels, so it's going to be a throw in down the right hand side to Everton. Idrissa Gueye plays the ball forward to Coleman. Daniels tries to shepherd him out, loses out. Coleman gets it, plays it back to Lukaku. He's on the edge of the area, turns, tries to find a run, eventually finds Gareth Barry. Barry switches it down to the left hand side. Goes back to Kevin Morales. Morales finds Gueye again, then to Lukaku. He sold Balassi a little bit short there, and Daniels snaps in and puts it out for a throw.
Possession there from Everton, wasn't it? Hospital ball there, ended the move in the end. Daniels was caught on the ball, he was half asleep, wasn't he? And it almost led to a chance for Everton.
Coleman plays it back inside to Barkley. Barkley to Idrissa Gueye. Gueye thinks about a shot, lets one go with his left foot, but it's blocked by the defender. Comes out, Bournemouth playing the way out of trouble at the back. Push it down the right hand side with Adam Smith. Adam Smith has to go backwards though. Finds Simon Francis. Francis's clearance is deflected back to Artur Baruch, who has the ball in his hands. No goals yet up and down the country, certainly in the Premier League, but Manchester United emphatic winners at Old Trafford by 4-1 this afternoon. Ball played forward towards Wilson, but Jagielka looks after it. Well, as soon as I say no goals, Spurs have taken the lead at Borough. Heung-min Song by the look of it. On 7 minutes, they're a little bit ahead of us there. It's just 6 minutes gone at the Vitality Stadium. Pretty open game, no direct chances, but there's been those couple of crosses that certainly look good. Francis plays the ball forward, links up in the middle of the park with Harry Arter. Arter plays it down the right hand side. Junior Stanislas taking on Brian Oviedo. Oviedo just gets the boot in. It's a throw into Bournemouth. Quickest Stanislas, I've seen him play. He got a nasty injury. I think it was actually at Newcastle last year when he got a poor injury, which kept him out of the side for a while. But he's certainly very slick down that right hand side. He's got the ball again, but he's lost out to Ross Barkley in the middle of the park. Good work from Barkley, although he sells Barry too short there. And the challenge comes in from Andrew Sermon. Strong challenge from him. It goes out for an Everton throw, just too short that ball from Barkley. And Barry clattered. He won't mind, he likes a bit of that. There's Gareth Barry. Ball gets played forward by Everton. Bournemouth have it in the middle of the park. Jordan Ibe just loses out down this right hand side. Yannick Balassi has it again, former Crystal Palace man. Costs a lot of money for Everton. He's trying to get to the byline, almost does, and wins a corner unless there's going to be a foul given. Could be a little bit of a push in the back of the defender. It's one of those where the referee's given a foul. Just a little bit of a nudge, wasn't there?
Yeah, it certainly looked like a free kick, wasn't it? Sermon got in front of Balassi. Balassi was just showing his frustration that he'd allowed him to do so, and definite free kick as Man City have taken the lead. Sergio Aguero on his return from suspension.
Yeah, Swansea in all sorts of trouble, aren't they? And Aguero seems to be the man, as referee demands that the free kick is taken from the right place. That's a bit pedantic. We don't want to see too much of that this afternoon. Ball's nodded on to Callum Wilson. The Stanislas goes back into the box. Can Wilson get it across? And Stecklenburg is out pretty quickly. But a good early break by Bournemouth. But so far, it's level pegging. Early days at the Vitality Stadium, but a pretty open start from both sides. A Yannick Balassi cross to Ross Barkley almost opened the score.
Here for Everton, decent position for Everton this one, 40 yards from goal. They're going to be sending some of the big men forward. Ross Barkley over this one, just takes it with his right foot, and it comes in, and it's a good chance for Everton. It's Lukaku with the header. It looked like an excellent save from Boric. It's not cleared yet. It's gone just wide of the post with a follow-up. Should have been 1-0 Everton.
Yeah, great effort that from Lukaku. Wouldn't mind seeing that again on the replay. Ball came in from the free kick. Header, yeah, great save, you're right. Well done, Dan. It was a tremendous save from Md.Robeul. Ooh, that could easily have been the opening goal.
It's one of the saves of the season, isn't it? He's got down really well to his right-hand side. Lukaku must have thought he'd scored. Should have scored, really. Shouldn't have been given a chance to make the save, but he has done. And as I say, one of the saves of the season, keeps it 0-0. It's Bournemouth now back on the attack with Jordan Ibe, who's come a little further inside, looking to play the 1-2 on the edge of the area. Lassie clears up for Everton, and he's fouled by Callum Wilson. It looked like the referee, Robert Madley, was going to give that free kick. Delayed it slightly. Might have been looking to see if there was an advantage to be played. There certainly wasn't in the end, so the free kick is given to Everton, and that'll just give us a chance to catch our breaths after a minute or two of pulsating action. Just looking at a close-up here of Jack Wilshere. Had a really bad game last week against City. Just looked off the pace. He has his fitness problems, of course, doesn't he? Very rarely completes 90 minutes, and just didn't look at the races last week, and hasn't really been involved today.
No, well, it's going to take him a while to get in. I mean, how much football did he play last year? Which is why everybody in the country, except for Roy Hodgson, raised their eyebrows when he went to... shot comes in there from Ross Barkley, but it's high, wide and handsome. When he went to Euro 2016, everybody said, well, he's only had about 4 minutes. How can he possibly be fit?
I never see it with Wilshere anyway, to be honest. I think he's one of those players that looks good on the ball, rarely creates, rarely scores. A bit like Adam Lallana.
Well, I think Lallana's done all right. I think he's playing all right in a more forward position for Liverpool this season. But it's Bournemouth who bring the ball way down the right-hand side. Callum Wilson is screaming for it. Ball played in the middle. Hits the bar. It's a close one. Wow. There's a deflection and it hits the bar. Well, who did that come out? I think it was Jack Wilshere, wasn't it?
Just as I was saying it, the commentator's cursor comes to Wilshere. Just about from the penalty spot, wasn't it? I think it might have taken a deflection and it's come off the crossbar. Decent play down the right from Wilson. Plays it inside. Comes across. It's taken a deflection off Coleman, hasn't it?
Come off Coleman, hasn't you? Absolutely. Great effort, though, from Bournemouth. Hits the bar after a deflection. Cross comes in. The corner comes over. It's headed out by Everton. It's all Bournemouth at the moment, though. It's picked up again at the back. Ready to play it in. Adam Smith plays it down the right-hand side. Looks instead to his left. Finds Md.Robeul. Md.Robeul ball behind the men to Wilson. Wilson looks to cut it in, and it's just gone wide. All of a sudden, they are absolutely all over them. Jordan Ibe that time with the effort down the right-hand side.
Yeah, it was Ibe. He was on the left, wasn't he? Cut in onto his right peg and takes the strike. I think it was going wide before the deflection. It's taken 2 deflections, actually. Gone out for the corner kick. Ibe was on the right-hand side, largely ineffective. He's looking better on the left this week.
Absolutely. Another short corner by Bournemouth, looking to knock it over. They've certainly started the game well. Adam Smith with the ball in, but that's been blocked by Kevin Morales. It's going to be a Bournemouth throw, but it's still goalless at the Vitality Stadium, off-tube studio-based commentary. But it's certainly been a good start from Bournemouth as Jordan Ibe has it again down this left-hand side. Daniels looks for the overlap. Ibe just goes into the area. Looks to beat them all again. Maybe one too many times there. Swings it back to Baruch. Baruch's shot is towards Wilson. It's deflected. He can't get a foot on it, and it's a goal kick.
Yeah, it was a decent play there from Artis to create just half a yard. He took the strike, but never really caught it cleanly. It's rolled out for a goal kick, but it's a good response here from Bournemouth after Everton made the opening run in the opening minutes. Bournemouth coming back into the match here. Talking
of good responses, well, there's been one at the Liberty Stadium because Fernando Llorente has equalised for Swansea against Manchester City. Manchester City must have thought they were in all sorts of trouble. That's handball, that. Just looking at that Wilshere shot, it hits Seamus Coleman, it's hit him on the arm.
If you think that's handball, Nick,
Come on, he's dived in with his
The
arm.
arm's down by his side. There's absolutely nothing he can do about that. No handball in a million years.
Well, he saved a goal with his arm. What does that make it then?
Makes it a good, honest challenge where he could do nothing about it.
Whether it's accidental or not, he saved it with his arm.
Good goalkeeping, Nick.
Yeah. Ball gets swung across this time from the right-hand side by Stanislas. Stanislas, very busy early doors, but it's cleared out. Everton need to get back into this. Lukaku comes out to the right. Doesn't want to be doing that much. Needs Yannick Bolasie out there. Lukaku all of a sudden looking a bit of a lone figure up front. He needs help from his wide men, be it Morales, who's hardly seen the ball this afternoon, or Bolasie, who started off brightly but has gone a little bit quiet, as Sermon plays the ball right down this left-hand side rather for Lewis Cook. Cook finds Charlie Daniels. He puts it back in the middle, back to Sermon. It goes back to Simon Francis as Bournemouth come again, patiently picking their way through. Ball gets played over the top, but that's far too hard. It's more or less whacked Callum Wilson in the head, and it goes through for well, straight into the keeper's hands. So Everton have a chance to pick it up from the back. Everton made a great start to the season. I think the best start since 1978, and if they win today, I think it'll be their best start since... Oh, hang on a minute. Dan's got all the stats in front of me. Go on then.
They haven't won 3 away at the start of the season since your year of birth, Nick, 1938. So,
thank you very much indeed.
See if they can put that one to bed this afternoon.
Since 1938, I'll make a note of that. That'll make me sound clever later if they win it today. Ball comes out the left-hand side. Daniels has it, cuts it inside. To Ives, sells him a bit short there, but Daniels does well. It skips round Idrissa Gueye. Everton don't seem to have had their foot on the ball for a while. 16 minutes on the clock, just gone. And Bournemouth controlling matters in the middle of the park. Mainly without the help of Wiltshire at the moment. He's playing a little bit further forward in a holding role, but they've been attacking so much that he's hardly had a look in, although he did hit the bar with a deflected shot off Seamus Coleman. It's picked up by Harry Arter again. He's been doing a lot of the work. Comes down this left-hand side. Lewis Cook has it back. Liverpool have taken the lead at home to Hull. Thought that might be a long afternoon for Hull. Wait and see, just waiting for the confirmation of the scorer in that one. Game's gone a little bit quiet at the Vitality Stadium as they look for some more action. There certainly has been some action early doors as former Liverpool man, goes round again, takes it down the left-hand side, goes out for a Bournemouth corner. Action at both ends, but it's mainly Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium who are going well, and it's gone out for a corner. We'll wait for that corner, I think. It's going to be taken by Ibe. Ball gets played across. Heads go up. It's an Everton head that hits it. And what were you saying about Adam Lallana? There's no finished product. He's put Liverpool ahead. It's still Bournemouth down this left-hand side. Harry Arter goes in, plenty of room. Shot, oh, just past the post from Harry Arter. The defence just opened up.
Really did, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
He was allowed to cut inside. It might have even grazed the outside of the post, this one. He struck it well with his left foot, trying to curl it in. It didn't quite curl in enough. It has grazed the outside of the post. Good play from Arter, who's running the show in the last 15-20 minutes. Absolutely.
Latest score from the Vitality Stadium, and it's the woodwork that is keeping the home side at bay. First it was Jack Wilshere, his deflected shot of Seamus Coleman. Some calls for a handball, could have been a bit harsh though had it been given. That went onto the bar and away, and Harry Arter just moments ago, the whole defence of Everton opened up in front of him, and he waltzed through, hit the ball with his left, just grazed the outside of Martin Stecklenburg's post. It's been all Everton so far, although we have had one massively notable save from Artur Boruc from Romelu Lukaku. Point blank header down onto the ground. Lukaku did everything right, but Boruc managed to get the ball from behind him and claw it out from the goal. So great action at the Vitality Stadium, but it's still goalless.
Yeah, still 0-0, but could easily have been 1-1 or even 2-1 either way by now. We've had some decent chances here in the opening 19 minutes. It's Charlie Daniels in possession down this left-hand side. Couldn't quite get past his man, so he's turned back. Just runs into Yannick Bolasie there. Nothing intentional from either player. Game just slowed down again by Bournemouth, passing it around on the halfway line. Everton just letting them do so at the moment. Adam Smith, who tries to inject a little bit of pace into the move. Again, nothing much in front of him, so he's been forced to cut back. To Simon Francis, and a Bournemouth player's gone down off the ball here. It's Adam Smith holding his right ankle, looks in decent amount of pain. The physio has come on.
I think he's more upset that somebody's done that to him, isn't he?
Yeah, it must have been off the ball, or very best, a very late challenge. So interesting to see a replay of that one again. It was that late that the referee